Alright, everybody. So it's been a while since I've posted anything up. You'll notice this is a bit different than what I had before. I haven't stopped doing train sim, at least not quite yet anyway. So I kind of stepped away from that for a little bit, took a break from a lot of things. But the big reason was, honestly, there's a bunch of really bad stuff coming out, first party DTG stuff for train sim, and I had ATS and ETS 2 from a bundle forever ago, and just decided to take it upon myself to get the expansion packs after I put a couple hours in each one and got hooked on. So I've been driving around for a little bit with this, and got myself a shifter, steering wheel, and pedals, the G920 kits, the Logitech shifter. Stream Deck is programmed as a button box. So put a little bit into this and figured I'd throw up a video on here real quick with my opinions on things, and just kind of wheel around for a little bit, and let me know if you'd like to see this mixed in. Maybe some Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim got that on in the last month here too, since its release, which is, it's gorgeous, of course. But yeah, put a couple more sims on here. Let me know what you think. Obviously, we've got a new release coming next week, but we'll talk about that more here. Just put some miles on, so just to check out the rig. I know it's a little bit loud. It's my Freightliner cab over in purple. I love cab overs. Just love the 70s to 80s look of them, especially the 80s units. But we'll get backed up here and load it up. Now you'll have to forgive me too. It's been a while. I used to drive manually everywhere, including some trucks, but it's been many years. So all my practice and time has been in ATS, really getting more of a feel. You really have to forgive me if you see some odd brake usage. I'm still trying to get used to that and calibrate the pedals. So as you may have heard, the 29 and 920 have some interesting brake responsiveness. So, but I love the sound of the engine on this thing. So we are in Idaho. This is the most recent release. Colorado's coming soon. Western Stars. Still no official Freightliner pack. This is a DLC. I do have some graphics mods and things on here right now, so it's not 100% stock. And this will be fun. One thing I can't stand is people that hug the turn lane coming off of a intersection like this just to get into traffic in real life. But this isn't real life, so I don't know where that tractor went, but I don't care. And we do want to swing wide, get over here on the left hand side, since we have a left hand turn up here. Do want to get a head tracker for this. But yeah, kind of got sucked into this, especially with more recent releases like Idaho, Utah, Oregon. Just look gorgeous. So I feel like SCS, they really listen to their users. Some of these products have been around for quite some time, and they make the updates and the changes, and the mod market and the workshop is just insanely amazing. I've been looking into pro mods for this, so I just saw, I think it's 1.38 ready. I don't know if that also includes ATS, or if that's just an ETS2 announcement. Skip some gears here on the low end. This thing's got some juice. I mean, it has its faults as released, but I just honestly was sick of pumping money into DTG, into their pockets. Now, Train Sim 2021 is coming out. Am I going to get it? Yeah, probably. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, it's the first time ever, because I haven't purchased much of anything off of Steam for Train Sim in quite some time. So I'm left, fortunately for the first time ever, with none of the routes owned in the release package. So I'll get whatever the bubbled up version is that has the London Euston to Birmingham route, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm interested. I was looking at the Winchfield route, thinking like, I might get this. Got some good reviews. Guess I'll wait until this Thursday to get it, because it's part of the package. I'm gonna roll the windows down on this thing so you can hear what it sounds like. But yeah, I've been simming it up here a good bit, and I wanted to just add a little bit more to the catalog. So you'll have to let me know if you want to see some additional simulations, Truck Sim and Microsoft Flight Sim to start with. But if you've got any more fun ones, please let me know below in the comments. I'd be more than happy to get another one and give it a go. Also, any tips or hints, let me know. Like I said, I'm pretty early on in my driver simulator career here, so I'm still getting used to some things, especially with ATS. Something else I did get into in the past couple months is 3D printing. So rather than buy the 3D printer or the shifter add-on for this, I can actually print it out. I have all the plans for it. My camera's not capturing right now. I'll get that set up so you can see my configuration. Give me any hints, any pointers, and you'll see how the shifter and the pedals and the wheel are all set up. The shifter's a little high, mounted to the desk, the same surface as the wheel here. I've been looking at some roll-away racks for it, where you can kind of set it up in front between yourself and the monitor. Let's roll these windows down, just get some pure sound. So you saw the cop on the ramp back there had somebody pulled over. That's the really cool thing about this. It's just really an open world, and it's dynamic in terms of weather and events. It's pretty cool. So you could be on your route from A to B, and have a detour, have a vehicle accident in the way, and totally change. I mean, add another 250 miles to your drive. Now, from state to state, you will see there's a difference in the quality, and that's really, this has been around for how many years now. They're not going back and really working too much old stuff unless it has something to do with the new pack in terms of proximity to a certain state or region. And this is more so true in ETS2. ETS2 has been around longer. It's a much larger map. Almost the entirety of Europe is done. Now, in Pro Mods, I know this has been not the case because they're completely done. Done areas like Albania and Greece and whatnot. That's not yet available on ETS2 from SCS. I haven't. I've got all the expansions for ETS2. I like it. I could say just as much for different reasons as I like ATS. ATS is really good. I mean, this is what I know. North American trucks and cities. But let's stay over here. That car's gonna. Yeah, there we go. You really only have, your way stations when you're traveling from state to state and whatnot. It's fun. ETS2 is really dynamic in terms of environment, just because you pass from country to country like you do states on ATS, and sometimes more so because the size of the countries compared to the true size of states. So you have some areas where you go through border crossings and border checks, and you'll come to a border station, and you'll have the police with the search dogs walking vehicles. So we are hauling, looks like excavated dirt, soil of some sort. A shorter trailer, so this isn't too bad. I've done some of the heavy haul if you're really interested in that. Lots of really cool stuff and scenarios and how that all plays out with your guide vehicles and your state highway patrols and whatnot. Really cool stuff, really. So we don't need fuel or to sleep or anything, but here's a stop off the highway. You can't get to it from the front of the highway. You got to take the exit and jump up and swing around. Sometimes you'll not be blessed with a stop on your route. So a little bit high there. Should have shifted down to 15. You got to remember. So I have my splitter and everything on the steering wheel. It's not as easy as just controlling it on the shifter, like I said. So that's something I'm going to build that and paint that. Slow it down here a little bit as we get into the swing. We don't know how slow this truck in front of us is going to kick here. All right. Got to remember these short trailers when you're hauling concrete or stone or soil, just pile of dirt. That's pretty dense stuff. So you could be looking at, 38,000 pounds on something like this, and you could have a 53-foot trailer full load going out 7, 8, 10,000 pounds less, depending on what you're hauling. So when you do need to take a nap, pull over here. Can't fuel up at this one. That's just your typical interstate rest stop. You sleep in here, of course. Little sleeper. Not too awfully bad. But a lot of the customization in this game is insane in terms of how you can set these up. I mean, this is all... Maybe I'll do a video of that to show that off. And as you progress, I do have a mod that allows me to progress a little bit faster. It pays a little bit higher for jobs. The experience more so, because as you get levels, you get more product that you can use on your vehicles. Alright, dude, wow. So as you saw there, that's a problem. You gotta shift down here a good chunk to get up this hill. As you saw, he was slowing down like he was hitting the brakes, but he wasn't hitting the brakes. I couldn't hear a Jake either, so I'm not sure. I've seen that a few times with faults in the games in terms of signaling and braking. I do have some shortcuts set up on the D-pad portion of my steering wheel, and you'll see some branding here. So like Loves is branded out. Some of your businesses are branded out properly, but the trailers and such are not 100%. So there was a mod available for it. I don't think I have it active right now, just because it wasn't compatible with 1.38, which was the newest version. But I'm okay with their branding. I'm a little bit better with it in ETS2 because I'm not 100% familiar with European brands on some things. You'll see a number of businesses back there. Oh, here's something else too I really have to be careful of. I have a no borders mod. So in the game by default, where you cannot continue to drive, you'll see white X's or yellow X's. I have that off, which is a problem, because right here, if I were to continue straight, my truck would slam into an invisible wall. So you really have to pay attention to your GPS if you have that off. That's more of like one of those immersion breakers. So I use that mod to just kind of block things out. But I've on long runs, you're driving 700-800 miles. You kind of get in the zone of things and seeing the road. If you're not paying attention to your GPS, I've done it a couple times. I slammed into those walls going full speed. It's like hitting concrete. You got to get your truck to the garage and everything. Now, I don't know if this is the way it is in Idaho. I've seen a lot with like turn lanes being after. You'll see here the red on the upper left. Won't turn to a turn lane until after the light sequence, so I don't know if that's like a state by state difference.
Get ready to turn right.
All right, let's see. So Plaster and Sons, I think that's like construction. They do new housing. So we're probably just going to be pulling this thing, and we'll see. Sometimes there's some really wacky back-end jobs for these, and I bet you, if you want my bet, we're going to have to swing it around. If you look on the right-hand side there, you'll see a pallet of what looks like bags of concrete, and some stacks of lumber, some 4x4s. I bet that's where we're going with this thing. So don't judge me, because I'm still not perfect at getting these trailers in place. As you can see here, 0 XP, 50 XP, 1000 XP. That 1000, it's a mod, basically. Now, it's not saying to slide in here, so it looks like it might just be a back end, so it's not over here. All right. This is an easy one, ain't it? So we're going to go drive around the entire place here. The nice thing about this construction site is it looks like it's open enough that we can swing through and just check out some opportunities here. So I'm going to swing the long way just in case we have to just pull it in straight. We have enough room to straighten it out. And you'll notice as I shift here, I'm really starting and running like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, or even 9, 11, just because of the power on this truck. I don't need those even gears to start off with. Now, if this were something heavier, yeah, I'd be shifting through all 16 gears. Yeah, see, so the wide turn here doesn't really do much for you. Now remember, on your cab overs, you got a flat face, so you have a little bit more clearance on turning. It's more exact. Same thing with braking here. And I don't know if it's a good deal or just out of habit here. I always try and straighten my truck and trailer out before I park. How much depth we have here, so I might have to swing this thing in. Yeah, we don't have a lot of room back there between that dirt pile, so you can see it from outside here. It's a little louder though. See, I have a PA plate on here. I am from Pennsylvania, so there's a plate mod on here. I didn't pick what it says, but you can pick, I think, any state or territory. There we go. Now with something like this, it doesn't need to be exact. You'll see what I mean. All right, and that's it. So you'll see here, XP wise, it really slams it out. Just gives you the opportunity to get more points, so you can start hauling more stuff. And so you'll see just basically what your rewards are. It gives more money, and then what you can haul in terms of hazardous materials, your distances. So when you start out, you can only do short distances, and then you have to earn the ability to do these longer hauls if you want to do a full haul. So let's look here just to show you. So this is the map, if you're not familiar. So we have Washington, Oregon, Idaho, California, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona down here, which are always a fun run. What's coming next is Colorado. That one's slated here, and I believe they're looking at Texas and Wyoming. Honestly, if they did Texas in one expansion, I'd be surprised. Or maybe they will. Maybe it'll be a big one. It'll just cost a little bit more. And these expansions are relatively cheap when they do come out. Now I wait for the Steam sales. And when I got this, I probably won't anymore because I'm kind of hooked on it. But at first, I just had the base packages from a Humble Bundle or something, like I said. I never touched them. So now you can sometimes pick up on the Steam sale, I think, every truck pack, a couple paint packs, both the heavy hauls and all of the states. I think I picked up for 30 or 35 in one of their like complete bundle kits. And you'll see the yellow here marks off the roads that your profile, so you can have multiple profiles, but this profile, these are all the roads that I've traveled. But yeah, let me know below if you want to see any more of this. If you have any interest in American Truck Simulator, I'll do the same thing for European Truck Simulator. It was completely foreign to me, but it's pretty cool now. The way the trucks are designed and you can customize the trucks is pretty cool. It's been around longer, so the map is huge. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. They're both a lot of fun. Any other simulators you have in mind, please do let me know below. It's kind of hooked on those, so I'd never say no. I'll take a look at them and give them a try and post up some stuff on here. Any ideas, any hints you may have on accessories or just driving hints or anything like that, please do let me know. But thanks again. If you're checking me out for the first time, please do hit subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know. And hopefully I'll have something else up for you here a lot sooner than the last 3 months that it's been since I posted anything.